Hey everyone, this is Dan, the GM, voice of all the NPCs of What the Dice. Speaking of What the Dice, this is Season 2, and we are doing Shadowrun with a bunch of homebrew. Let's meet the players.
I'm Tizzy, and I play Voltage. Don't let this face fool you, let it shock you instead.
I'm Ethan, I play Cypher, the street samurai that cuts straight to the heart of the problem.
Nightlin here, and I play Sparkles, that satyr that has a heart of gold and a pocket full of glitter. Or was it grenades?
Hi, I'm Jared. I play P. Dexter, and the only thing faster than my bit rate is my wit rate.
Listener discretion advised. Content warning level green. Standard Shadowrun subject matter. Foul language. Sex, violence, drugs. For all of our content warning, none of these subjects go into graphic detail, but it is involved in the story of the episode. Listener discretion advised.
As the camera fades in, we are stepping out of a gilded elevator. We look down at our comlink and it says 8 a.m. Saturday. We chuckle as we look around. We are on the Renraku HR bullpen. Nobody around. We chuckle as we step out and we start to walk the perimeter. All the computers are offline, all the offices are mag-locked closed, and even the windows have their night tint on. We can look out and we can see the beginning rays of the sun as it breaches across the horizon line. Then we see the elevator open in the reflection of the glass. We turn around and we see Simon. He is fumbling around with a bag of donuts and a soy calf as he is trying to type in the code to turn on the lights. After a moment, the lights power on, and so do the computers. He walks over to his cubicle. We can see it in his eyes, the annoyance, the irritation, the absolute hatred for having to show up on a Saturday. And then the sigh of he has a job and he is a part of the Renraku family and he has to do this to get that promotion. The same promise that everyone on the Renraku HR floor gets. Work extra hours, earn those credits, get promoted. It's the same frackin' dreck. He closes his eyes as he sits down and leans forward. Taking a sip of his soy calf, he reaches in and just turns on the speaker to his comlink. Before he can even press a button to connect to the radio, we hear a very familiar static. Hoi 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 chummers, this is Ed Sparks coming at you from the shadows. So, found out we got people watching and listening that aren't runners. Wage slaves that stumble across this broadcast. Would-be runners? Maybe. Wage slaves? Definitely. But if you're hearing this, let me tell you, the corporations ain't looking out for you, my friend. I don't know what dreck they're telling you. I don't know what anything you actually believe in, but the corporations, yeah, they'll pay you, they'll help you if they want to, if it helps them. Man, I mean, yeah, being a runner ain't easy. It's expensive. You're always looking over your shoulder. But maybe, just maybe, if enough wage slaves come together, we might make a difference. Well, that's enough from Edis Box, creating controversy and wakes for the corpos. Let's get on with what we're really here for, and that's the runners. Seems as if they ran across a man named Red Eyes. Well, not ran across, but they got a wind of. They got another druggie pushing that strange new drug, and it seems as if they might have a solid lead thanks to Voltage and Cypher. So, wonder what they're gonna find out. Wonder if the Rusty Pickle is such a nice place for runners to meet. I mean, If I was a corpo, I wouldn't frag with anyone going in that place. It's weird. You got King, you got the mafioso, you got drug deals. Man, to be a fly on the wall. Or a fly drone. Well, enough for me. Let's get on with the story, shall we? Sit back. Let's hear what trouble our runners are getting into. The camera pans as we take in the Rusty Pickle. The bad, cheesy strip music plays as we watch the old LEDs dance around, as we watch elf, dwarf, and troll strippers of all genders dancing about as these failures, by any other terms, of middle management watch, drinking their beers and eating their crappy food. As we pan, we see Voltage and Cypher engaging in a hushed conversation as we see what is going on.
As we take in the Rusty Pickle, huh?
Yeah, my brain went there too.
I died laughing.
I'm leaving it in. I'm not rewording it. Fuck off.
Alright, but now that Sparkle's got a picture sent to her, can she confirm that, oh yeah, that's Red Eyes?
Can you roll Knowledge Golden City and get more than one hit?
Net 2.
Then yes, it is Red Eyes.
Good.
Suit, creepy red eyes, and all.
She goes, oh yeah, that's definitely Red Eyes. And didn't you say he handed off a briefcase? Can you guys, sneak a picture of that briefcase? I know it's too late to see the handoff, but that might be important too.
Well,
I
Mr.
believe the
Photographer,
troll already walked out.
she's wanting the suitcase.
Yeah, the suitcase. There was the briefcase, the suitcase. There's way too many ways to use the word suit in this game. I am not okay with it.
Briefcase is the other term for it.
I did say it.
Yeah, I think I can sly another shot.
So while he's slying another shot, because she's gonna bring up the whole. Remember, we're supposed to be seeing if he has there was the dude said something about him having a briefcase. I thought.
Briefcase is closed already.
Yes.
No, yeah, but just getting a picture of it in the guy's possession is good. And a picture of the dude is good. I mean, remember, we're being spies on this one.
He's still crying of joy and everything right now, so I don't think I actually need to be sneaky about this one. Is the club lit enough?
Yes. You've got enough light that a camera would get a good shot of it.
Alright, no flash. Taking a shot of it.
I'm not even going to make you roll. This guy is overjoyed with not being dead or beaten or missing kneecaps.
Here you go, as I send the photo over to the group message again.
The picture contains a pretty distinct briefcase. You see a metal briefcase that has been painted a matte black. As the light hits it just right, you see an embossed image of a rose.
So I think the briefcase is matte black. This is out of character, by the way.
And in that photo is the tweaker elf in it too.
Yes.
Yes. But you'd just see a profile with his face in his hands. And surprisingly enough, it is the same guy that Dexter had a conversation with.
Nice. Cool. Can you guys get a better picture of his face when he's not crying into his hands?
I will walk to the other side of the strip club to where his face would be pointing once he raises his head.
Or you could just chill out and hang out with you.
Or I can just chill out and hang out or whatever.
Yeah, you don't need to be suspicious. That's weird.
A couple of minutes pass as you are watching this guy pretty much weep into his hands. As you do, you notice holy shit, my brain just blanked. Hold on, let me pull up the fucking meta types again.
Did the ringing in the ears happen?
Yeah.
Do any of y'all know why that happens?
There's actually a lot of reasons why it happens. Some of it is just
I also have tinnitus.
part of it is having tinnitus, yes, but there's also another thing too where it's your brain just for a moment just zoning the fuck out, recalibrating kind of idea as well. But some of it also has to deal with like the hair in your ears can just be at the wrong angle, and it just there's multiple reasons. For the most part, it's not something to be concerned about unless it happens often and for very long durations of time.
For error brain not found.
Yep,
Do you know what triggers it? The tinnitus?
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because I get that ringing in my ear, but I have no idea what it is.
Have you been exposed to loud noises in the past?
No.
You never used to listen to anything in your earballs at full volume?
I was sheltered as a kid.
Oh my god.
You're sheltered as an adult. Anyway, as you are watching and paying attention to this tweaker, you notice a Nartaki stripper walk up. She is a four-armed human. Her skin is of a brilliant gold as she walks up, taps him on the shoulder, and escorts him towards the VIP rooms.
As he turns to this four-armed human, can I get a picture of his face?
Roll your edge.
Damn.
What'd you get?
0.
Yeah, no. You catch a good shot of the Nartaki, but you don't get a good picture of his head, his body, his face.
We need her to anyways.
Dang, didn't get it. Should we follow Cypher?
I say it looks like they're heading to the VIP rooms. I'm pretty sure they're not just going to let us walk in there. You happen to have a VIP credential somewhere on you that you haven't told us about.
It is a strip club, but there's also a sign that says that the VIP lounge is currently closed.
Some people don't know how to use 2 arms. I don't know what you would do with 4.
That sounds like some metahuman hate right there, man.
I can think of a few things you can do with 4.
There he is.
Give me a perception check, the two of you.
Let me just type in perception.
He is for perception.
3 hits.
1.
Cypher, there's a moment between the music where you start to hear the sounds of fists against flesh. A couple minutes pass by, and the tweaker elf is thrown out of the VIP lounge. His face is bruised. Looks like he has been given a pretty decent beating. He slowly gets to his feet, looks back, and then, head down, slowly exits the club.
Whoa. Voltage, did you see that? Our little elf friend there just got his ass kicked.
Yeah. Sorry, let me repeat that. No, I didn't see anything.
Yeah, he just looks like he got worked over pretty good and then just left. We might be able to get our image out of him pretty quick if we leave. Although I'm kind of curious. I'm also kind of curious to know who worked him over pretty good.
All right, sure. Where was that?
He is exiting the club.
I don't see that. He does.
He just said he was leaving.
Which means you'd naturally look over and go, oh.
Unless you can get your shot of him as he's leaving the bar.
Yeah, I'll give you enough time to give me a edge roll to see if you get that picture.
Yeah, I'll take a picture.
Go for it.
And he still has the briefcase, right?
No, he does not.
Oh, he doesn't have the briefcase.
Was that in character?
That was a question to the GM. And did you want to give me that edge roll to see if you get that picture?
Yeah, I am right now.
Okay.
I got a hit.
With the hit, you get a picture, and it's mostly of his face, so you don't get a lot of, like, the body, but you get a nice, good side shot of his face. You can see he was beaten pretty badly. It looks like they hit him with something like a blackjack. So it was something enough to where it'll do some damage, but not break bones. This is definitely a warning beating. Hey, everyone, this is Dan, the GM, bringing you the mid-roll. So, it is March. We are, behind the scenes, currently working on casting a new cast member. We went through January and February doing open applications, and the team has been reviewing it. Hopefully, we will have a new player coming soon. We don't know who yet, but we're working on that. If you want to support the show, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button over there on YouTube, and don't forget to give us a 5-star rating and a review on any of your favorite podcatcher. This takes only a couple of moments for you, but it means the absolute world for us. And if you want to help with more than just fighting that algorithm monster and you want us to throw us a couple of new yen, if you head on over to patreon.com/whatthedice, you can find our patron. And we've got a couple of tiers and we got a bunch going on. And for those who are already a member of our Patreon, thank you so much. Lady Lumi, Ethan, a Relic, thank you for your continued support and helping us keep the lights on. We do have projects in the background that we are currently working on. They are just taking a lot longer than we were expecting to get them on the ground. Now, as always, I do have a promo. This promo, I really want to listen to this show, but I don't speak German, and it makes me absolutely sad because their promo sounds so good. But if you understand German, or if you know how to translate it so you can understand German, please take a look at Berlin. It's a bug, not a feature. Let's check out their promo.
Yo, Shadowpunks, here's a shadow fact for you.
Berlin. It's a bug, not a feature. Not a feature.
We are a German actual play Shadowrun podcast. Hoi Oma, willkommen in Berlin, willkommen im Status F. Ein Shadowrun 6 Actual Play Podcast. Yeah, that's right. A fucking German actual play. Our podcast is edited fast-paced, we get super high production value, and the sound design is top-notch. In our AP, we focus on character development and immersive storytelling. Oh, come on, ChatGPT, that is so fucking generic, absolutely bullshit, nothing saying. You need to highlight the things that set us apart from other actual plays. Like, that we are very focused on the rules. Because we play in Germany, and in Germany you play by the rules. Also, fun fact, we only use military march music for the score. Yeah, okay, that's a total lie. But anyhow, slot your Saxonian lingo soft and give us a listen everywhere where you find podcasts. And now back to the show.
If they seem up your alley and you want to check them out, don't forget to look in the descriptions. I've got a link set up just for them. And if you want to spend time hanging out with the cast, chit-chat with us, get to see what others are got going on, don't forget we also have a Discord. Again, all those links and more are down in the descriptions. And hope to see you there.
Blackjack is a club, right?
Yes. Yes, it's a type of club.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
But you get a good picture of his nice beaded face. So what would you guys like to do? You see this tweaker elf is...
Oh, I sent the photo over. The group's got to know about it.
All right. So on the image, on the group text, the image of this beaten tweaker appears.
All right, at least we got his face. What happened to the briefcase?
Took it into the room with the Nataki woman, and I'm assuming it's in there with whoever beat his face in.
Well, let's see if she leaves with it.
Hey, Voltage, what do you want to drink?
Just get me a melted snowman.
He'll head up to the bar and get him both the drinks.
An order for water, or is that an actual drink?
That's water.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I kind of had to think about it for a second, and my brain put it together pretty quickly. So
That's a real cute name for a fucking drink, though.
It is. We're keeping it. Congratulations, Voltage.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'll head to the bar and get us 2 drinks.
At the bar, you see a gruff old orc, his face scarred and riddled with damage. And he just raises an eyebrow at you.
I'll just tell him 2 whiskeys.
Leans behind the counter, pulls up a bottle that is blackened out, and pours 2 shots of whiskey and hands it to you.
I'll pay him for the drinks, and I'll go back to the table with him. But we'll set the drinks on. Like, there you go. There's your water.
Oh, thanks. I'm gonna cock it back and then suddenly realize it was not the melted snowman that I had ordered.
And this is not good whiskey. This is bottom of the barrel cheap whiskey.
I hate you.
What?
This is horrible.
Yeah, put hair on your chest. Also, probably could strip paint off your car too, but I wouldn't check that though. Well, I say we sit here for a little while, take in the sights, and see if our person leaves with that briefcase. That briefcase comes back out.
I'm gonna pan around to see if this is a smoke-in club.
Yes.
I'm gonna get this taste off my breath.
Yeah, for your face might ignite.
As the music continues and Voltage is smoking and the crowd starts to thin out as the lunch rush is slowly ending. Well, lunch time is slowly ending. The golden Nartaki steps onto the stage and begins a slow dance. I need you both to roll an edge.
1 hit.
Same.
She looks at you two and just seems to zone out for a moment before she continues to dance again. After her dance, she steps off the stage and walks up. Leaning on the table, she smiles. So, you two look like an odd pair. You two new to the city, or are you weary travelers heading through no man's land?
Moderately new to the area.
Her eyes turn over to Voltage, and she smiles. So, you got some pretty words to go with that, Pretty Sue?
I'm not much of a player. I'm just here with my buddy, having a couple drinks, watching using my eyes, not really using my mouth today.
She gives a slight chuckle as she pulls the stool over and sits down. So, are you, with Angelo? I mean, normally when I see an elf and a troll together, that tells me Angelo's coming to do some work. She rubs her neck slightly and leans in, lowering her voice. If you guys work for Angelo, tell him I did the job, and I want off the hook.
Well, Cypher will nod at her, and he's like, that could probably be arranged, I'm sure.
And you please roll me your con.
3 hits.
With 3 hits, she looks visibly relieved as she nods and she goes, just tell Angelo I dropped it where it needed it to go. And I'm out. I did the job. She slowly stands, giving a slight nod as she starts to walk off.
You alright there, man?
I'm not much of a player.
Yeah, but at least we got a little more information there.
Just glad she was open about it, instead of us trying to dumb our way through that.
Well, I mean, depending on how you want to look at it, I may have just dumbed my way through convincing her we work for him, but, you know. Hey guys, the dancer here just told us that she dropped the package in its normal location once out. So we might be able to get our hands on this briefcase if we can figure out where that normal location is here.
So does that mean she doesn't have it?
No, she didn't come out here with it. She did one on stage and then came right over to us afterwards.
I'd say go back and see if you can find where it is and pick it up. But that's me. I don't know how dumb that is.
I suspect it's in that VIP room.
Go back and find out which one's unlocked?
They're closed. They're supposed to be closed for the day.
Well, obviously no one stopped him when they walked back there. Why can't you? Or wait around and see if he shows up. I don't know.
You can always try to send Voltage in there. I mean, he can bluff his way past most people.
Or pick a lock, maybe.
Voltage, can you pick a lock?
Because that briefcase had the signature rose of King, right? I know that, right?
Yes.
That's the way, yeah. So if we can get that as like freaking evidence and take it back to, you know, Mr. Mob Boss here, that might get us some extra money.
I can try to pick a lock.
But at the same time, I don't know, that might give away to Angelo that people are like spying on him, so maybe we shouldn't? I don't know.
Well, also, wouldn't that also just piss King off and then have him come looking for us?
King don't know we were here?
I'm sure this place has got cameras where they need to be.
Yeah, that's a possibility too, so I mean, don't pick it up then?
We'll play it by ear.
Okay, so you guys just gonna sit and wait and see if Angelo shows up?
Yeah, that might be the better bet for right now.
Yeah, Angelo might have words to say to this person trying to get out.
So how long do you guys plan on sitting and waiting? It is about, we'll call it 1:30.
Maybe another 30 minutes to an hour.
I need you to... Oh, you both got the same edge numbers. One of you roll me an edge.
You're up this time.
3.
With 3 hits, as you are sitting there, you notice that one of the bouncers walks over and flips the sign saying that the VIP lounge is open. You see a couple of the dancers are walking up to the handful of people that are still here and offering them VIP access. Cypher, as you are sitting there enjoying your drink with Voltage, a Dalakan elf walks up. Her white ivory skin is even striking even more so in comparison to her red dress that is cut in all the right places to show all of her curves. Her white hair pulled back in a tight tail. She leans in and gives you a soft smile. Hey, big boy, you want to get a VIP dance?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
As she takes you towards the back, she swipes her hand across a sensor. You hear a chime as a door slides open. This VIP area is quieter. You see multiple rooms lining hallways. Each one is like a sliding door with a sensor pad on the outside. She takes you to one of the larger rooms, sits you down, and starts to pour you some champagne and begins to dance. On the wall next to you, you see a price. When she pours the champagne, it jumps up 300 new yen. As she begins to dance, it jumps up to 350.
Where do I find how much money I even have on my character again?
The Johnson did say that they will cover your expenses by half.
True, they did say that.
60%.
60%.
60, whatever. So keep track of what you spend. What would you like to do, Cypher?
I'll let the dance go for about 15-20 minutes. Don't have any questions that I can come up with off the top of my head currently.
Okay. Roll me a perception.
Oh!
Holy shit, that is a critical hit.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, no, that's why I think I'm going to edge that.
God.
Well, there's slightly better than that, so a 1.
As you look around and mildly watch the dance, you notice that the 350 is now at 400. We are going to jump over to Voltage. Voltage, as you are sitting there waiting for Cypher to enjoy his dance, you notice a set of humans walking in. You recognize the suits as the same suits as the enforcers that the Giovanni Johnsons were wearing. They have a very stern walk to them. They walk past you and into the VIP lounge.
Hey, Cypher, you got some of Giovanni's men coming in.
Appreciate the heads up.
Do I notice anything strange to their walk? Like, how does their walk actually look? I mean, I know you said it has a...
It is one of those, so because you've worked security, you would recognize this as they are coming in. They have a plan, a purpose. They are coming in to get something and to leave. And sure enough, within maybe 5 minutes, they walk out. And in their hands, that same briefcase that you saw earlier.
Group message. Hey, some of Giovanni's men went into that VIP room and grabbed the suitcase and are heading out with it.
With not even more than 2 seconds go by, and Sparkles replies, "Snap a picture!"
Am I unseen?
You will need to roll a sneaking for this.
I'll do so.
Okay.
3.
With 3 successes, you net 1. You just happen to snap the picture just as one of these henchmen, guards, whatever you want to call them, turns their head away from you, making it look like you are snapping a picture of a stripper. A moment or two later, Cypher, your dance is over. You have now spent 450 Nuyen, and you are escorted out of the VIP lounge.
All right. I will go meet up with Voltage now.
Have fun?
Enough fun for now. Did you get the picture?
Yes, I got a picture of them walking out with the briefcase.
Well, unless you plan to go get a dance yourself, do you want to stay or are you ready to go?
Yeah, I think all the action that's going to happen today is already passed. We can probably go today.
As the two of you exit the Rusty Pickle, as you step out into the brightness that is the no man's land, the heat of the sun baking off the concrete around you, you see a jackrabbit painted black with black tinted windows slowly drive off. Inside, you catch a glimpse of those 2 Giovanni thugs. They give you a slight nod as they drive off. And that is where we end this week's episode. As the camera fades in, we look around. We're still in the Renraku building. It's still Saturday. There's no one here except for Simon. We look over and we can't help but feel a little bad for the elf. His head is on his desk and we see him just lightly raising and slamming it down. Just hard enough to hear the faintest little thump. 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 We have to smile at the poor wage slave who is just trying to get by on this Saturday as we look over and it's just email after email after email. Words of requires attention immediately. Please CC so-and-so. Please scan and send in triplicate to these people. While we look over and there is a pile of papers that he is just trying desperately to type in. The earbud has fallen out of his ear and he is just tired. And we see it in his eyes. We see it in his mannerisms. We just see it in him. The wage slave life is just horrible. He reaches over blindly, picking up the earbud and shoving it in his ear mildly aggressively. He reaches over and starts to tap on the screen. And then there's a small thing that pops up on his screen. A simple link. He looks over at it, and as his finger clicks it, we hear static. Hoy, 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 chummers. Edisbox here. I hope you are enjoying what's going on. I'm all giddy with seeing runners in their element. Running the shadows, sneaking around, making distractions and all that fun stuff. Man, to be young and runnery again. Now, Eddie ain't that old, let me tell you. Eddie is still in his prime. But Eddie found himself in a unique situation. You see, well, Eddie can't talk about that just yet. but Eddie will. But looks like the runners have got themselves a new solid clue. Looks like King is involved, and it looks like the target might have a little bit of competition. They got some contacts that want out, some double dealing. Whew. This is when things start to get messy, and you gotta watch your back. Well, seems as if they're getting more information out of the Rusty Pickle than more just on why it's called the Rusty Pickle. So, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of curious to see how this run ends. Wonder what kind of mayhem and chaos is in the works. Well, I got to get it going. My red lights are flashing. Seems as if I've got a little bee following me around. Maybe I'll take out this problem myself. Try out some of these new Deca programs I've been acquiring. Well, my friends, I know that I'll be seeing you the next time the broadcast sends out. As always, stick to the shadows, keep your gun loaded, and never make a deal with a dragon. This is Edda Sparks, and I am signing out!
Hey everyone, Nightlin here, co-creator of What the Dice, and player of Sparkles for Season 2, to do some thank yous here at the end of our episode. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every single one of you for listening. We would not be here today without you, and I do mean that sincerely. We never thought we would get this far, and knowing that there's someone out there, yeah, I'm talking to you, the one with the earballs listening right now. If it wasn't for you guys, and us knowing that you're actually here and enjoying what you're listening to, we wouldn't have kept going, and it genuinely fills our heart with joy, and I want to make sure that we tell you every single time at the end of these episodes. We are eternally grateful. Second, we would like to take a moment to thank all the things that we use in our day-to-day What the Dicey ways. First up, Epidemic Sound for our sound effects and music, Podbean for being our host, Foundry VTT, and Forge VTT for creating their virtual tabletop gaming applications and services, Craigbot for our recordings, Catalyst Game Labs for Shadowrun, which is the current system we are running. And with that, if you can spare a moment of effort and want to help us out, the best thing that you can do is honestly, tell a friend, share us, drop a link in a Discord somewhere that you're a part of, or take that 2-second effort of hitting a like, hitting a follow, giving us a star rating. Whatever the button is on whatever it is that you're listening to us on goes a long way in helping us fight that horrible algorithm monster. Also, the Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in the connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to What the Dice to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary material for the promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with What the Dice in any official capacity whatsoever.
Phil, man.
You don't feel you're dead inside, you old goat.
I'm a goat.
I like goats.
Okay, got my cheese logs.
They roll downstairs and over
Is
and
Dave
there,
for
right
me?
over the
I
bed.
thought I saw him.
They're great for a snack. They fit on your back. It's
Yeah, I'm here.
log.
Cool.
It's big, it's heavy, it's wood.
I hate you.
It's better than bad. It's good.
Everyone wants a log.
Oh my, no!